Και πάλι γεια σας, από μένα την Εύη. Εδώ καθόμαστε με τον Μιχάλη τον Οδυσσέα, που η καταγωγή του είναι και αυτού από την Κύπρο. Ο Μιχάλης θα μας πει μερικά πράγματα. Μιχάλη μου, γεια σου και ευχαριστώ για αυτή τη συνέντευξη. Μάικλ, πες μας λίγα πράγματα για τον εαυτό σου. Πού γεννήθηκες, πού μεγάλωσες?
Γεννήθηκα στο Springs, South Africa, and μεγάλωσα στο Brakpan.
Πες μου, είσαι από μεγάλη, μικρή οικογένεια? Μεγάλη οικογένεια. Θα μας πεις λίγα πράγματα για τον εαυτό σου, γιατί όπως ξέρουμε, Μιχάλη, πέρασες μια άσχημη εμπειρία και πιστεύω σαν νέος άνθρωπος ξεπέρασες πάρα πολλά πράγματα. There were many obstacles that you had to overcome, serious and obstacles that at one stage I'm sure were a huge worry for both your family. I'm not sure if you'd like to tell us your experience in English, αν θέλεις να τα πεις και στα ελληνικά, όπως αισθάνεσαι.
I'm going to tell you in English. I'll give you the summarized version. In 2006, July 9th, 2006, I was on my way to the Kipriako in Bedford to watch the World Cup soccer final, France versus Italy. I was going to meet my cousins and some friends to watch the match on the big screen, where a pedestrian a drunk pedestrian walked in front of me on the freeway, and I swerved to avoid him and lost control of my car and rolled. I was flung out of my sunroof in the process, and I can't remember any of that, but a couple driving behind me, strangers, saw what happened and pulled over to assist. They found me 30 or so meters from my car and called paramedics to the scene. I was resuscitated and taken to the Glenwood Hospital, where I lay in an induced coma for 17 days. Induced because the medical staff were uncertain as to the severity of my injuries and thought it was best that I lay still. Turns out they were correct. And after 4 operations to my head, 5 weeks of intensive care and high care, I was transferred to the Kensington Life Clinic for extensive rehabilitation. At 31 years old, I practically had to learn how to walk again, eat again, just basic.
Start everything.
Just basics we take for granted. My parents were called aside to a private meeting at the Kensington by the neuropsychologist, and they were told that I'd probably never drive again, work again, or live a normal life again.
But we are all witness here today that great things happen in life.
Oh yes.
That strength and will and obviously faith play a huge role in our lives. That you are 100% rehabilitated. You leading
16 months later, I've finished my 4th 94.7, the Cape Argus.
That's wonderful.
The 2 Oceans Half Marathon, and I've just been carrying on.
That's wonderful. Going back, have you ever been to Greece? To Athens, to Greece, or has it only been to Cyprus that you've had the opportunity?
In 2006, I was in, before I went to Cyprus,
yes.
I was in Thessaloniki and Alkidiki.
You know, you're obviously an inspiration to a lot of people that have gone through similar experiences. And you've also been motivated to do something very special after your experience that has turned out to be a positive aspect now in your life. Could you tell us just a little bit, what have you been doing at this stage? I hear that you are a speaker.
I have started speaking. It's not something I ever wanted to do. At school, it was not me.
Right.
I used to shy away from stuff like that, but since my accident and mainly my recovery, my miraculous recovery, I'm thinking I'm in a position where I can help others that are maybe not like mentally as strong as I am.
Correct.
And yeah, I have done 3 talks so far, 3 motivational talks. First one being at Brainstorm, which is a support group for head injured victims and stroke victims. And then from there I contacted Headway in Hyde Park and arranged to speak there. And now last year I went back to Headway and did another talk.
Michael, we are very proud of you, I think, as a Greek nation, and as humans and as people who believe that there is always a way and the strength does come from within us. I'd like to also just ask you, many Greeks have gone through similar experiences like you have gone through in Greece. If there was something you had to say to somebody who has had an accident or has had to be rehabilitated as such, what gave you the most strength?
Well, simply put, one word, God. My faith, and if I can leave people with one word, trust.
That's wonderful. And something that you would like to say on a lighter note to the Greeks in Greece, as this will be shown on a blog, on a little local blog in Peloponneso, νομός Μεσσηνιας. Αν μπορούσες να πεις κάτι στα ελληνικά, Μιχάλη, τι θα ήτανε?
Now you put me on the spot.
In English is fine, Michael.
Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.
Safety. Trust. Faith. Strength.
Strength.
Energy.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this interview. I wish you all the best in life.
Thank you very much.